Consulting and Training is here this morning with me, bringing us some ways that we can de-stress and prioritize good self-care during this time. Good morning, Nikki.
Good morning, Jenna. Well, no doubt the pandemic is taking a toll on many as uncertainty wages on, but it may seem overwhelming, but shifting our focus and prioritizing some of our own needs can make all the difference.
Absolutely. So what are some things that we can focus on to de-stress?
Well, there are some simple steps we can take, but simple doesn't always mean easy. It's going to require some effort on our part, but it really is worth it. First, take some time each day to get outside and get some exercise, get moving. And I know sometimes people don't feel like this. One thing we often advise clients, get out there for just 10 minutes. Tell yourself, I'm going to do this for 10 minutes, because often after that 10-minute mark, you're feeling really good and you'll continue on. So that's one step.
That is definitely, it makes a difference. Just getting those steps in and moving in some way seems to change our perspectives a little bit. What else can we do?
Yeah, you know, the next thing, getting your anxious or negative thoughts out, sometimes writing them down in a journal or on paper, that can be really helpful. But not just ending there, then writing kind of the positive of what you wrote. So taking those, and what we call in coaching is reframing those. So what is the positive? For example, gosh, this is a horrible day, nothing's going right. You know what? The day isn't ended. I am confident that good things are going to happen. So really focusing on the positive and then speaking those things out. You know, 80% of our thoughts are negative, 90% of them are repetitive. So if we don't do something about our thought life, it's not going to go well. So that's just really helpful. And then another thing we recommend, focusing on gratitude. You know, take that journal and start focusing on one or two things you're grateful for each day. Studies show that this has so many health benefits, and we find it very effective with people.
Absolutely. I know those kind of things have helped me in the past. It's also important to have that human connection even when you might not feel like making the effort, right?
You know, it's so true. Right now, many are still having to quarantine if they've been exposed to somebody who has COVID. Things are shutting down, they're reopening. It's hard to keep it all straight, but it's really important to take time to call a friend, connect on Zoom. I mean, where you can, get together in person. We're made for human connection and we're wired. So I think that's something that people have to make an effort to do. It's really easy to get stuck and just think we're going to stay at our houses, but get out there and connect, you know, with one another. The other thing I just want to remind people is have some fun. You know, get out there and do something fun with your friends or family, and that can make a big difference.
Absolutely. Any last-minute tips for us, Nikki?
You know, I just add, as we all, once again, simple things, but that doesn't always mean easy. Getting plenty of rest and good nutrition. This can just really set our day off in the right way. If we're not properly fueled, it's not going to go well. So,
absolutely.
Oh, well, and I guess just one last thing. Yeah. I think I'd just be remiss if somebody does have that prolonged anxiety or stress going on. It's probably a good idea to seek, you know, medical advice.
Absolutely. That's definitely important. Thank you so much. These are some very useful tips. We will talk to you next week, and we'll be right back after this quick break.